Say it with me. This is meant for a subcompact tractor. All right, this could be the perfect match. Well, I'm going to say it is the perfect match. How is it the perfect match? Because it was made to be the perfect match. So there's been told to me, whether this is 100% accurate or not, I don't know. But for every compact utility tractor sold, there's about 10 of the subcompacts sold. So there's a lot more people with subcompact tractors than there are with compact tractors, which are larger. However, over the last 3 years or so, we've been using the Forestry Mulcher, which is 4 foot wide. It's pretty big and too heavy for a subcompact tractor. And I keep getting the comments over and over again, hey, who makes a mulcher for a small tractor? Well, now we've got Forestry, who has made the MP 330, and this is the final iteration. We work with Forestry to test and do R&D on the original versions, and this is basically the third iteration with all of the upgrades and everything that we've learned and Forestry has learned. So let's kind of talk you through what this is and what it's not. So this is a forestry mulcher. Now, for all of my guys out there, and there are some of those guys out there, you need to get a skid steer and a mulcher on the front of the skid steer. That argument is just asinine. This is not going to do what a $120,000 mulcher slash skid steer combo is going to do. But if you want a little bit more than, say, your flail mower and or a rotary cutter, and you need some ground contact, this is the right thing for you. So let me tell you what this thing is great for. So not only can you mulch with it, these are carbide cutters. There are 3 sides to these cutters. You can take them off and rotate them around as they wear out. They'll have 3 different sides you can use on. What I found for these to be great for is not only mulching. Obviously, that's what it's made for, is to mulch. But like I had some dirt clods where we were working. I was able to just drag over the top of it forward like a tiller almost, and it pulverized the ground and made the dirt very, very smooth. Sprayed it down with water and threw some grass seed on it, and voila, pretty awesome ground. Also, and that was with the other mulcher, but this is set up just like the MP 348. It's the same exact teeth, the same exact everything as far as how it operates. So other things you can use for it, again, not just mulching, but you can also, like if you carry it back into the woods and you're going to do some deer food plots, you can just drop this on the ground in like the most horrible conditions, back up, pull forward, back up, pull forward a couple times, and it's going to reach in and pulverize the ground approximately 1/4 of an inch. And it's perfect for throwing deer food plot seeds down. You can even, after the engine or the rotation is off, you can come back and just drag this machine right over the top of it like a harrow and cover up your seeds just really slightly. So you're only carrying that one piece to the back of the woods. I have found this to be one of the most useful tools for my bigger tractors, and now I find it to be a useful tool for my small tractor. So this is a subcompact tractor, and this is what the Forestry MP 330 was designed around. Matter of fact, it was designed around this tractor right here, which is the TYM T224. Also the Kubota BX series and the Massey Ferguson GC 1700 series. And the reason it is because those tractors are so common. Also, it's going to run a John Deere 1025R pretty well. Now, why is that important? Because this is 450 pounds. They had to make it lighter to meet the requirements of this tractor. This tractor is going to lift about 750 pounds on the rear. I think the Kubota somewhere around that 600, 700 pounds. And also the Massey Fergusons are somewhere around that point. John Deere 1025R will lift a little bit more. Now the question I get, well, because it's designed around a 25 horsepower tractor. It's designed around a 25 horsepower and less subcompact tractor. Well, the question I keep getting over and over is, hey, I have a 25 horsepower TYM 2515. Can I use it? No, not if you want it to survive. And the reason being is this is not heavy enough built for that size tractor. Now we call those 2515s and like some of the LS tractors that are the 25 horsepower, but they're in a large frame. They're basically a 40 horsepower tractor that's been detuned to 25 horsepower so that they don't have any emissions on them. But they're still bulky and heavy. And if you back into a tree with this, it's going to crush it. It's not meant to handle that kind of weight of a tractor. Whereas this tractor is not strong enough to tear this up. But again, this is made for a subcompact tractor. If you put this on the back of a 40 horsepower tractor or a 25 horsepower tractor that's in a 40 horsepower frame and back into something solid, you're going to damage this unit. The gearbox, the teeth, all of that, perfectly fine. It's going to hold up. But if you pin this at an angle against a tree, you're going to warp this unit. It's not meant for a big tractor. This is meant for a subcompact tractor. Say that over and over again. Say it with me. This is meant for a subcompact tractor. All right, this is an area that I did the other day, and it was tall. I mean, tall. And I get this comment a lot with the other mulcher, so I'm just going to go ahead and address it here. They're like, well, my rotary cutter can do this, or my flail mower can do this, my bush hog can do this, my riding lawnmower can do this, my zero turn can do this. No, it can't. It can't. This engages the ground. Now notice here, I'll throw some video up when I did this, but notice here, there are no stobs. This, it breaks it down at the ground. It cuts it's basically like shaving whiskers off. The ground is smooth with the ground, or the ground is smooth with the ground? That made no sense at all. The brush is smooth with the ground. Yeah, whiskers. Don't do the touch. Yeah, my wife's in there. Don't touch your face because you're out here poking in the grass. I'm not allergic to anything, so it's okay. All right, so this was some pretty high stuff. I got a couple ones I missed here. But we're going to go ahead today and try this little hillside right here. We're going to clean this up today and go back over this if we can stand it. It's so dry, it may be too dusty. But we're going to work our way around here, and you can see this kind of stuff on the ground. It's going to pulverize this into toothpicks. We've got a couple of bigger pieces here. We're going to run across those as well. I don't expect it's going to do as well as a per se a 48 horsepower tractor. I'm not being unreasonable, but also we're going to go up this hill backwards and clean this hillside up. Some of the stuff we just may have to move. This is pretty big right here, but you know me, I'm here to test. Bombalite said test it. I'm going to test it. So we'll probably back into this. This is every bit of dead 6-inch red oak. It's been there a while, so it is dead, so it probably will pulverize it. I'm thinking it's going to. And then, like I said, we'll clean this hillside off and go from there. You think it'll go up the hill? I'm afraid it's going to be so dusty. it sure eat that pine tree up. And you know, I am very impressed with what this little thing to do behind a subcompact tractor. This was pretty rough stuff, and this is just one path. We didn't go any more than one. There's that that pine tree that was right there. That was probably about 2.5, 3 inches in diameter, and you can see that it pulverizes the ground, and it breaks all the stobs off. There is no stobs. It's just even with the ground, and that's what I love about it. Now here is a pro tip. If you're going to do this, and you can do it, wait till after a rain, because it is dusty. It is in an open station. It is a very dusty thing. Wear a mask if you are really bad allergic to it, or be dumb like me and just don't wear a mask. But if you want it to be enjoyable and pleasurable experience, wait till after it rains. A good rain will definitely make this nice. It won't dust up as bad, and the stuff actually mulches better when it's damp. Well, it's hot, I'm dusty, and I need a bath. God bless. Have a great day.